We've got baseball for you this afternoon from Progressive Field in downtown Cleveland. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Minnesota Twins and the Cleveland Indians. Two of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. Trevor Bauer gets the ball in game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, H?
Well, he's got interesting numbers, and if you look at his strikeouts to walk ratio, it's 1-to-1. So it's not great, it's not terribly bad. It means he throws strikes, but he doesn't have the stuff that's going to totally dominate hitters. Got to rely a lot on his defense. We'll watch and see how this one unfolds.
Coming to the plate now, Eddie Rosario. He will lead this one off today. And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. Harold, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come into this one in decent form, as despite the loss last time out, they've won 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matt, this is a pretty good ball club. I mean, they're ready for the playoffs. They've got themselves in a great spot, and now it's just stay healthy. You want to figure out playing time where you can rest guys. It's a tough dynamic. Do you rest them or do you play them all the way through? But the good thing is they're getting ready for the playoffs.
And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matt, we'll see if Miguel SANO can be a difference maker, as he often is. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
Drew Stubbs comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
Well, they've really shut him down this series. No hits in the series, and they've done a great job of executing their pitches. They found his weaknesses and stayed with it.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
That is a filthy combination. High 90s with the fastball, and then that nasty curveball. It's almost unhittable, almost unfair to the hitter.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Well, Matt, the interesting thing about Carl, look, pitchers struggle with balls in the corner. They don't like that he makes them throw the ball in the middle of the plate sometimes. But he will call that high pitch. So watch him attack the high pitch and try to get that strike.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Here's the pitch. Looped out toward third. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Man, that's a nice at bat. Found himself down 0-2, and he just continues to fight. Fought off pitches, gets a 2-2 count, and gets a base hit.
Now a throw over, and he'll get back in standing. Here's Brian Dozier now, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. 261 the average coming into action here. 31 homers and 86 RBIs. The set and the 1-0 pitch. That's inside. 2-0.
Well, you see this a lot. A guy comes out of the bullpen throwing bullets, but he has a tough time finding the zone. Trust me, velocity is a great weapon if the hitters are tempted to swing.
From the stretch. 3-0 now.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner.
Love that pitch right there, and he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends onto the inside corner. A lot of hitters have a tendency to open up way too early, and they can't make good contact on that pitch.
And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full. Here's a look over to first, and he'll get back in safely. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. He'll try it again, 3-2. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Another payoff pitch. Out in front as this is drilled into left field. That's a base hit.
Matt, I love this offense, and they're deep. Now, they got the leadoff guy out, but then all of a sudden the 2-hitter and the 3-hitter get hits, and before you know it, you're in trouble.
SANO.
Here's MIGUEL, and he's the right man for the job with runners in scoring position as he ranks 5th in the AL in RBIs entering play. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Skied into straightaway right. Geyer is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. And there you see blitz and how they've played out so far this season. And a ball, 1-0. His numbers against Trevor Bauer, 3 for 15. He's also driven in 5 runs. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. And not the kind of swing you're hoping for on 2-0 as they bunch him up inside. It's 2-1 now.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
Here's the 2-1. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate.
His timing looks good right there, Matt. That's falling up after a fastball. He still was able to get a piece of that breaking ball.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Twins strand a pair. Twins 0. Indians coming up. You're tuned to Major League Baseball on the show. Hector Santiago starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. What do we need to know here, HR?
Well, this is going to be a challenge for him because it's a road game and he hasn't pitched well on the road at all. The numbers speak for themselves. So he's got to figure something out, whether it's concentration, whether it's focus, but he's got to turn around that trend to give his team a chance to really finish the season out strong.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the 1st. Way out in front as this is yanked foul into the seats in left. Harold, these Twins, as they take the field here this afternoon, they're on a nice little run, winners of 4 of their last 5 ball games.
Yeah, Matt, you know what I find interesting about this team and watching this game today? They are really playing strong baseball. They're playing good down the stretch. And that, to me, is all about that front office and the manager. They haven't quit. They've got plans in the future. And this looks like a club that you look at and you say, look out for them next year. May not get there this year, but next year they will.
And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. Ready now with the payoff pitch. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Here's Michael Brantley, and you can see great numbers over the past few games. On the ground to short. This could be 2. To Dozier for 1. On to Mauer. It's a double play. Time now in Cleveland to take a glance at the Tribe's starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, one man worth focusing on is EDWIN ENCARNACION. EDWIN, as they call him. Really having a solid season. He's got over 100 RBIs on the year, and he's just flat out taking care of business this season. Don't be surprised if he ends up being a difference maker in this one too.
EDWIN ENCARNACION now. He's always a long ball threat, currently 4th in the American League in that department. Into the windup and the pitch. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Two out, nobody on. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Here it comes. A ball and 2 strikes. The count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
That's a good changeup. Got him to swing early in it. Now you got him set up. You can go back with the hard fastball or double it up with another changeup.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
He pops up the changeup, heading out towards shallow right. And Mauer will look up and put it away, and that ends the inning. Indians fail to score, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Now at the plate, Ben Paulson. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Now the pitch. And he misses again. 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Fouled back. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And that changeup didn't tempt anybody and misses for ball 3. On deck, the lefty Joe Mauer. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. High in the air out to center field. Jackson is under it. Makes the play. 1 away.
All right, here's how the Indians line up defensively, brought to you by Majestic. At second base, Jason Kipnis. This guy was an outfielder in college at Arizona State, and the Indians did a great job of converting him to second, and now in his major league career, he's really caught on to second base. Been an all-star at that position.
So here's Joe Mauer. So we check out how he did in August versus how he's finishing off the season down the stretch here in September. Squared that one up just a little late. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Love that pitch. As long as you actually get it inside like he did right there, the cutter inside is a very effective pitch.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Grounded back up the middle. Lindor gloves it. Throw to first is in time as Mauer becomes out number 2.
Batting 8, catcher, Jason Castro.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. His numbers against Trevor Bauer, just a 2 for 14 line to show for it. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First pitch here misses wide. 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Bouncer down the line. That rolls foul for strike 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Twins are set down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Digging in, Jason Kipnis. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he couldn't hold back that time. They say he went around at strike 1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. That misses. 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there. You're down 0-2. You're in protect mode. You want to chase that ball. Nice layoff.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Stubbs is there. He's got it 1 away.
Let's take a look at the Twins defensively, brought to you by Majestic. And I'm looking down there at second base at Brian Dozier. I love how this guy turns the pivot. He'll hang in there with the best of them, and he's got the arm strength to turn the tough one.
Into the box now, Chris Colabello. He brings an average in the 260s into this one. Here comes the first pitch. And he lays off there 1-0. Here it comes, 1-0. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. A high fastball is in there.
I got 2-1 to count.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Got a piece. It's 2-2. Bottom of the second here with no score. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Into the box now, Jose Ramirez. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. Back from Progressive Field as we're set for the beginning of the third inning here on the show. So digging in now, Jorge Polanco, and he'll start out there half of the third, top of the order to follow.
Polanco.
First pitch coming, here it is. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1. And now a pitch on the way. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Wow, he's not even being subtle about it. He almost hits him with the previous pitch, and then he actually does it with the next one. Going to be interesting to see if they seek revenge at some point.
Stepping in now, Eddie Rosario, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. One 1-0 pitch on the way, and this is in the air down the left field line and into foul territory. Oh, he brought it back. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting, the center fielder, Drew Stubbs.
Here's Drew Stubbs now. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A tough sinker on the inside corner. The 0-1 delivery. Takes a knee-high fastball.
He's really put himself now in a position where he's got to battle. Took the first 2 strikes, didn't swing, and now you just grind out the AB.
Third inning, no score to this point. And this is fouled back and out of play.
Oh, that is too good a pitch to throw right there. 2 strikes, a fastball right in his wheelhouse. He missed it. He probably won't get another one like that again.
In the dirt here. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
Into the box, Brian Dozier, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. A base hit in his first trip. Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll get over to... Oh, it kicks off his glove. How did he do that? From the belt, the pitch. In the dirt, and now let's see the tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Twins retired in short order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Digging in now, Brandon Geyer, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hit out towards second. And there's the first hit of the game for Cleveland.
Well, he's been on a bit of a cold streak, and he gets a base hit there. That's the kind of hit. He didn't hit it hard. This is one of those that you need to get in the hit column. This is a good jump start for him.
Here's Carlos Santana now. His head-to-head line against Hector Santiago. 12 hits in 30 at-bats. 2 of those hits were for home runs. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
Here comes the 1-0. A fastball that just misses inside.
That was 2 very good takes. I mean, those pitches are just right there, nibbled on the corners, just missed, but he had the patience to lay off them.
Outside, 3-0 now.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now. He's set. Here's the 3-1. And he somehow gets that one by him. 3-2 now.
He swung so hard, I don't know how he stayed on his feet or kept his helmet on. I'm surprised he didn't fall down. He swung so hard. What a big swing.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder, hitting a little over 250 coming into action in this one. First pitch on its way. Laid off as it caught the inside corner.
Well, Matt, this is a situation in last night's game. They didn't do a very good job driving in runs. Now, in this game, you capitalize on it. You grow from your mistakes and be able to come back and deliver in this one here.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Again, he sends it out of play. Here's the 0-2. And Jackson swings and misses as he's gone on strikes for the first out.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Standing in now, Francisco Lindor, as he'll take a look at ball one. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Here it comes, 1-0. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Kepler racing back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. The runner scores from second. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate, and not in time as the second run scores.
A minute ago, this thing was tied up, but when you're giving up triples, you're not going to be close for too long. Now a 2-run lead and a base hit away from making it 3.
Into the box now, Michael Brantley. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. Comes set with the 0-1. Needed a sand wedge for that one. Swung on and missed.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Softly hit out toward short. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. And the run is in to score from third.
Well, that right there shows how strong he is. That ball got in on him, but he fought it off a little soft liner to fall in the outfield and scores the runner from third base. That's a strong guy right there.
In now, Edwin Encarnacion, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A 1 pitch on its way. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. 3 runs already home here. In the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Chris Jimenez is going to come in now and take over following the injury.
Now catching, number 38, Chris Jimenez.
Has a look, now the pitch. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And this one's in the dirt. From the belt, kicks and deals. Here's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. The 3-2 one more time. And another foul ball. Once again a 3-2. And that misses, ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Pulled toward right center field. Stubbs giving chase. 2 gone.
Now batting, first baseman, Chris Colabello.
Striding in once again, Chris Colabello. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. 2 down, runners at first and second. Tough slider down low for a strike.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And this pitch is up and in as he backs away. It's ball 1.
2 strikes on the hitter and 2 outs. I like this. You got to get this out here. You don't want them to drive in a run and you go down 4. You keep it at 3. You still got a chance to break it open and win on a big inning.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Indians lead it 3-0. Digging in to try it again, Brian Dozier. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Brian Dozier.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And now a pitch on the way. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Colabello is over and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman Miguel SANO.
Here's Miguel SANO. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses, ball 1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. Changeup stays outside and is behind 2-0.
Man, I don't know if they want any part of him. 2 pitches away. I know he's sitting 2-0 now. This will tell us a lot. Will he come in now, or will he continue to stay away?
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you're wondering, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. Here comes the payoff pitch. And that misses for ball 4.
Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits, so his command has been pretty solid so far.
Kepler.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Max Kepler. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. One and one. Here it is. Hard hit ball to second. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Digging in for his second at bat, Jose Ramirez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Jose Ramirez.
Into the windup and the pitch. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. Now here's the pitch. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Swing and a line drive. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Ready on 1-2. Off speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Set to deal on 2-2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. Brandon Geyer is on deck. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
The right fielder, number 6.
Oh, man, that check swing was about as close as they get. Tough call for the umpire, but it goes the batter's way this time, and he draws the walk.
Into the box, Brandon Geyer. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And he'll snap one over to first. And he'll dive back in safely. The 1-0 delivery. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
Matt, this is where that guy on first base is distracting the pitcher. I guarantee you he's down 2-0. He's not focused on the hitter. This is where you get hurt. I love it when a guy on first can run.
3 runs, 3 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. He's running toward second, Smoke toward third. And he gives it the old Olay at third, and he gets right by him into left.
Well, the hit and run was on right there, and the runner running to second base on the steal. I thought he might go to third base. The ball ended up in the outfield. I guess he didn't feel comfortable. That's why he pulled up.
Here's the Minnesota skipper making his way out to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he will curiously make his way to the dugout after what has to be considered a very brief appearance. Tyler Duffy answers the call from the pen here in the fourth, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Duffy.
Here's Carlos Santana now, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. He'll come in here at 259, 11 home runs, and 49 runs batted in. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. First and second here with nobody out. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
A little bouncer, but it gets foul. Here's another 1-2. Bounce towards the mound. And he's retired, 1 away.
Now batting, center fielder, Austin.
Ready for another chance? Austin Jackson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a curveball that time that broke too low. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. SANO is able to look this one in just past the third base dugout, and that's out number 2.
Great scoring opportunity miss right there. You talk about frustration. Popping it up with 2 runners in scoring position. He'd like to get that one back.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Francisco Lindor. It was a 2-run triple for him in his last AB. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score any more here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
Line towards center field. And this is down in front of Stubbs for a base hit. And not in time as the run scores. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. Now a 5-0 lead.
The way the game is played today, the leadoff guy, he drives in 2 runs, and you don't think a whole lot of it because he's now one of the guys that's an RBI producer. This is not your dad's old game. This is the new school.
Here's Michael Brantley. And there he goes towards second. Pitches a call. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Clearly, they're not satisfied with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. You don't want to disrespect your opponent and do that in a blowout game, but I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead, and now they've got a chance to add on to it.
Ready with the 0-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Curveball locks him up. Strike 3, and that's the 3rd out. Another good inning here for the Indians. Hey, fun times in Cleveland again. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Now batting, Ben Paulson. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
Designated hitter, Ben Paulson.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Now here's the pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Here's Kipnis now, the second baseman. Scooped up, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
First baseman number 7, Joe Mauer.
So here's Joe Mauer. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher, Chris Jimenez.
Striding in, Chris Jimenez. His numbers against Trevor Bauer, he's gone 2 for 5. Into the windup and the pitch. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Look out, 2-0 now.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A cold strike on the inside corner. Swing and a liner, but foul.
2 outs, 2 strikes, and we're in the 5th inning, and he's got 1 pitch, I think, away from getting through 5 shutout innings. It's pretty impressive right now.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Jorge Polanco would be next. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Down go the Twins in order. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Stepping in, Edwin Encarnacion. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to left. And they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the fifth.
Well, Matt, that's his 8th game with that hit right there. 8 games in a row he's swinging the bat. We've been watching him over this week just scorching.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
He might want that pitch back up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
The 0-1, and there's one well above the zone for a ball. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Lifted in the air to center. Moving under it, Stubbs. He's got it one away. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Up next for Cleveland, first baseman, Chris Colabello.
Ready for another shot now, Chris Colabello. The numbers against Tyler Duffy, 4 for 10. He's taken him deep once. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball one. Runners on first with one down. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. And he is in there.
Now batting.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jose Ramirez. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one stayed up a little high.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn two.
1-0 count. Here it is. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And he just misses with a curveball.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
Oh, it's hit to third. 5, 4, 3, but it's not in time, and the inning will continue.
The right fielder, number 6, Brandon.
Digging in once again, Brandon Guyer. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. He's set. Here it comes. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And this one's down the middle, a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Curveball that time, not even close. The 2-1 on its way. Grounded to short. Fielded cleanly. On to first, and the Triber held in check as the inning is over. Indians strand a couple as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jorge Polanco. He'll start things out in the sixth for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard-hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Into the windup and the pitch. Fouled back. Pitch on the way. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. It's a swinging bunt up the line. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective, and that's exactly what he did right there.
Standing in now, Eddie Rosario, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. No hits to this point. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Late that time for a strike.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there, and now we're late in the game and he continues to pound the outside pitch, and it's really working out for him.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Now the pitch. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Drew Stubbs.
Here's Drew Stubbs now. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Cut fastball in there for a called strike.
Matt, I'm a little surprised he's throwing as well as he is. He's pitching less than 40% first pitch strikes, and it's either very deceptive or his stuff is electric to the hitters. Usually that doesn't happen when you're behind that much to have this kind of success.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
This is the time in the game you start thinking, hey, they might get better swings. Then you see a swing like that. Boy, he's still got it working.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. 2 out, nobody on. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Ready once again, Carlos Santana. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Carlos Santana.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. First pitch on its way. Lifted the other way to left center. Rosario is there, and that's the first out of the inning.
Hey, this guy's not wasting any time, right? Gets a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Grounded foul off to the right side. Chopped weakly to the left. On to first, and Jackson's retired. 2 away now.
Now batting, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. 2 for 2 with a triple on his batting line to this point. Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at-bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike one, is so important as to who's going to control this at-bat. Right now, pitcher's got the advantage.
The windup and the 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fly ball into straightaway left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Tribe, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Back here in Cleveland, 7th inning coming up with the Indians on top. But before we get any further, let's check out our game summary for the first 6 innings. Here's Brian Dozier now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Pitch on the way. Hit the other way out toward right field. Geyer sprinting after it. He makes the play. A fine running catch to get the first out of the inning.
Third baseman, Miguel Sano.
Ready for another chance? Miguel Sano. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit, right? That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1. Here it comes. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul.
Boy, he's been great in this one. He's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Digging in to try it again, Michael Brantley. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Brantley.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses for ball 1. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
He doesn't look like the same reliever right now, but listen, this is his 4th inning of work, and there aren't very many relievers that can go 4+ innings and be rock solid all the way through.
Under it is Stubbs, and that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 10, designated hitter, EDWIN ENCARNACION.
Digging in and looking for more, EDWIN ENCARNACION. A hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Lays off 1-0. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Hey, pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
Here it comes. 2-0. Left side of the infield into the shift. To his left, Polanco. Throw on to first. He'll take care of Encarnacion for the 2nd out.
The second baseman, number 22, Jason KIPNIS.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jason KIPNIS. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Right over the middle, knee high.
If you're able to locate your fastball like that, you're going to have a good game. I'm not surprised to look up and say he's having a good game right now because he's been spotting that fastball pretty good most of the game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Swing and a little tapper. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Nothing doing here this half. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Tribe lead this one 5-0. Striding in once again, Ben Paulson. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Pat. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base, so I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
The windup and the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location, and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
This ball sliced the opposite way, but it'll get into the seats deep in left and foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. Lifted the other way out to left center. Jackson giving chase, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Our line scorer here from Progressive Field. Tribe leading this one in the 8th as they look to put the finishing touches on a solid home win. So here's Joe Mauer, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Here comes the first pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this is foul for the first strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only one free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
Little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, catcher, Chris Jimenez.
Coming to the plate now, Chris Jimenez. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Here's the first pitch to him. Grounded, foul. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
2 out, nobody on. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. On the move is Jackson. He makes the play. A great catch on the run to retire the side. Down go the Twins in order. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Trevor May is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 65, Trevor May.
Ready for another shot now. Chris Colabello. In his career versus this pitcher, he's gone 2 for 8. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Weekly hit to third. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Stepping into the box, Jose Ramirez. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this is taken outside for ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1. Brandon Geyer will be next. 1 out, nobody on. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there. The infield was playing back, but it's not going to work out for him this time. That's a nice play to react, and they take care of him at first.
Digging in once again, Brandon Geyer. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Into the windup and the pitch. And he takes ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And a changeup right down the middle. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball called strike. 1-2. Ready on 1-2. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And no one will get this one. Now another 1-2. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Drilled to the right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So that hit extends the inning for Carlos Santana.
Matt, that's his 3rd hit of the night, his 3rd single. I'm sure he'd like to have a double or something mixed in, but for now, he'll take the 3 for 4.
Here's Carlos Santana now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here comes the 1-0. Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Indians 5 and the Twins nothing. Boone Logan comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Boone Logan.
Jorge Polanco will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Jorge Polanco.
Now a swing and a ball lofted down the right field line and fairly deep. In there, a base hit. And the Twins have something brewing right away. It's a leadoff double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Digging in, Eddie Rosario. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Action going on now in the Indians bullpen as they have a left-hander up and getting loose. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound.
Well, he came in out of the bullpen feeling like he had good stuff, and now all of a sudden the hitters are letting him know back-to-back hits on 2 pitches, and he finds himself in trouble.
Here's Drew Stubbs now, and these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Swing and a liner. Oh, look at the sliding stop. There's one. On to first, a double play.
Yeah, you know, that's a big wasted opportunity. Even though a run does score on the play, they're still down, and trading 2 outs at this point in the game is really costly. Not a good turn of events for them.
Here's Brian Dozier now, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. One 0 count. Here it is. Now it's 2-0.
Well, he's not proving that he can command his breaking ball in the zone right now, and until he does, there's no reason to bite on it.
Two 2-0 count. Here it comes. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Hit sharply on the ground. And the Indians are off to the postseason, champions of the AL Central.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
5-1 the final total in today's game. Trevor Bauer earns his 8th victory of the season, allowing only a pair of hits in 8 full innings pitched. Hector Santiago worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Cleveland Indians: 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Twins, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. The winning pitcher is Trevor Bauer. His record is now 8-12. The loss goes to Hector Santiago, his 14th loss of the season. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 53 minutes. A reminder that the Regional Transit Authority provides convenient, affordable service to and from Progressive Field. The Rapid Transit provides direct service to Tower City, only a short 10-minute walk from Progressive Field through RTA's walkway to Gateway.